Hey y'all. So I really should do these videos right after the thing that inspires me. But I've been going to diabetic classes with my dad. This was our second one today. The first day we learned all about kind of what diabetes is, why it can happen, diabetes triangles and charts and all sorts of stuff. We learned about how simple sugars spike your blood sugar really quick, and then proteins come up not quite as far, and your body processes them longer. And then fats don't come up very far at all in your blood sugar, and they last a long time. So it's kind of interesting because it's really been cool to see how learning the nutrition with the diabetic class and everything I've learned in nutrition with doing the Beachbody programs really coincides and goes well together. Today was more about counting carbs, how many carbs are in certain types of foods, comparing labels, counting, tracking, just checking if it's got what level of carbs, and then, well, if they both have the same level of carbs, which one has more fiber, because that'll make it process slower and not give you the speed, the spike. Does one have more protein than the other, because that'll help you not get the spike. It's very complicated. So my heart goes out to anybody who's struggling or dealing with diabetes, because it is not a very fun illness to deal with. It has lots and lots of variables. It's very complex, and probably the hardest thing about it is it's very different for every single person, because metabolically their body is processing the carbs, the protein, the fiber different from the next person. So there's kind of some guidelines that they're able to give us, but it's really just a whole lot of trial and error. And then there's so many other variables, because it's not just food. It's like stress and sleep and medications and just everything. Mood, like everything can kind of affect it. So, but my thing today was, I just wish people, there's some people get diabetes and you can't really help it. Like sometimes, type 1, your pancreas doesn't work. Or some type 2s, stuff happens. People get sicknesses. They have to be on steroids and those kinds of things, and that can cause them to be diabetic. So there's some things that are kind of out of our control in a way. But there is a huge percentage of that is in our control. And not everybody has the knowledge, but gosh, if I could prevent that from happening to me in the future, you better believe it. Because right now I can make decisions to eat balanced and not go crazy on the processed foods and not go crazy on the sugar, and eat balanced, but yet still have it sometimes. When you're a type 2 diabetic, if you're in this like kind of bubble where you're not on insulin yet, and you really don't want to be on insulin, you really want your body to be able to handle it and do what it's got to do. But when you get in this bubble where your blood sugar is just going up, like you can't eat it. You like don't have that option. Like you just can't have it. If you have it, it's going to really hurt your health and really hurt your life. And if your blood sugar just keeps going up, the complications are horrid. It's not being able to feel your feet, and then not being able to move your feet, and then getting an infection, and then having to have it amputated, and then losing your vision. Like, it's bad complications with diabetes. And so it just shows me that my mission to help people and to teach people about how to take care of your body now while you're younger, when it seems like you don't have time to do it. Like, the time is now. The time is now to prevent that stuff. And it doesn't have to be hard. And we don't have to go through that in the future. It's just learning balance now and learning to be active every day now and take care of ourselves. And I want to help you do that. And there's lots of ways to do it. You can go to a gym. You can have a nutritionist. You can employ a personal trainer. You can do Weight Watchers, which sometimes I feel like you got to watch the nutrition. But you can do Weight Watchers. You can do Herbalife. You can do Peloton. You can do 9 Round. You can do Orange Theory. You can do gym membership. You can do walking clubs. You can do all sorts of avenues. You can do yoga. All sorts of things out there to get and learn so that you don't have to go through that. I just personally think that Beachbody is a very, very good option. One, because it's cheap. It's affordable. The value that you get for it is huge, especially if you get a good coach. The superfood shake is amazing for our health and amazing for helping to prevent the risk of getting all those diseases, getting those infamous autoimmune diseases that nobody knows the cause of them. We know what the cause of them is. It's eating like crap. It's all this genetically modified junk in our food, the pollution in the environment, the running ourselves ragged, the constant cortisol spike because of stress and got to do more with less time, and social media, and the news. It's that, guys. It's a whole host of all that stuff. At least that's what I think. That's what's causing all of these diseases and things. And it doesn't have to be hard. So the reason why I think Beachbody is the best option, it's got the superfood shake, super affordable, less than a cup of coffee that's not black, less than an alcoholic beverage, less than a glass of wine, less than a mixed drink, less than, a tea at Starbucks or, Dude, get out of my video. Okay. It's less than that stuff. Thirdly, you have the fitness. The fitness that you can stream from anywhere. You can do it from your home. You don't have to leave the house. You don't have to have a lot of time. Some of the programs are 10 minutes long. The workouts are 10 minutes. Like, you have 10 minutes. Variety. There's so many different ones to choose from. But the biggest thing, the biggest value and the biggest reason why Beachbody works is the community. The community and the accountability and the fact that we all coach each other and we all support each other, that is the key. That is the missing link to some of all of the other fitness things. And the reason why people fall, we're all excited about doing something and then we fall off. So that's it. The more I learn about diabetes, the more I'm learning about I want to prevent it for as many people as I possibly can. And I shared about the nutrition program for Beachbody because all the talk about the numbers and counting and 15 grams plus whatever, that's 45, and then 4 carbs in a meal is 60, and just all this math, and I'm not a math person. And so I was sharing about the Beachbody nutrition program and how it has a 40% carbohydrate, 30% lean protein, 30% healthy fat ratio of nutrition with every program using those little, what some people think are silly color-coded containers. That's what they're doing. Those are containers that you do a little calculation for your weight and your activity level, and it tells you how many of each container to eat during the day. And if you mix and match different colors of containers, you're going to get balanced macronutrients throughout the day. So you're going to prevent the blood sugar spikes, and you're going to get good results. You're going to have consistent weight, consistent healthy weight. You're not going to get super skinny. And you're going to feel good because your body's going to be getting the nutrition and the energy that it needs consistently throughout the day. And so I just shared that at the class, and the teacher thought it was a really good idea, a really good another option, because it takes the numbers and the counting out of it. You literally just have to know what type of food you're putting in the container, and you fill it up, and it's easy. if you can count to 5, you can follow the container system. So it just makes it much more simple. But all right, this is getting way longer than I wanted it to be. But if you struggle with diabetes, kudos. It's tough. If you want to talk about it, I'll chit chat with you about it. If you guys are interested at all about hearing more about what I do and how I'm going to prevent, hopefully, myself from ever getting diabetes or those other horrible autoimmune diseases, you're welcome to chat I will listen, and I will, if I can give you any solutions that fit into your life and that can help you. That's what I feel like my purpose is to help provide you with a solution. So give me a shout. I'd love to help. I didn't work today, but I felt like it was a really long Monday. So anyway, good night, guys. Have a good one.